Yeah, good point, because that's kind of what happens. You're like in it, you're feeling great, and then all of a sudden they counterattack on you, and then at the end of the game they really push forward and they do a good job, and they're hard to score on. So yeah, thanks for that stat, Aaron. And if you notice, we're touching the ball, like we were there, but I would have been very frustrated at the end of the game if that didn't result in at least one goal. So yeah, very proud, and I mean, she finished that well. Mia had another chance earlier on, another one where it bounced off, I don't know if you remember, and then we had the shot. So there was like 3, I thought, very close opportunities in there. That was good. Often a good time to get a couple fresh legs in there and keep going forward. But you know, typically that's kind of a tipping point where your team does play better. It's almost like everybody gets energy because they scored a goal. So I feel like that hasn't been too tough, but that next 5 minutes after a goal is really critical. Oh,
I keep doing what was working.
Well, no, we made some tweaks because you know they're going to, but also, you know, even though we were knocking on the door, they kind of gave us some opportunities that we weren't like taking advantage of. So we just kind of talked about like what was presenting itself on the field and how we could do better. And then to be honest, we said, you might as well be 2 goals down because you're not going to feel good if you walk off this field without a win tonight. So that's how you need to play in the second half, just a vendetta where you need to get out there and get a goal. So I felt like they understood that. Well, I mean, I think when you lose in conference, anytime it's emotional and it's tough, but you do it back to back and your team can start like having doubts about itself. So, you know, I think after you lose, which is fair, it's going to happen, but you really have to respond with authority. And that first half, I thought, was a great response from us. I really would have felt better if one of the balls went in the first half.
I mean, I play for the team, so it's not about myself, it's more about the team and get the win. After the bad result against Simple, we just wanted to win today and get this conference tournament.
What was the final minute?
We know how CIN plays. They fight until the end, so I think it was important to get a second goal. And I just remember freshman year, we're up by 2 and they came back. So we know that CIN never gave up, and it's one of the great quality. Goalkeeper did really good. I would give her, but I think my shot needs to be way better. I think I would like to see back 5 shots. I think I did 10 out of 5 hours on goal. So I think I can do a much better job. But I would give credit to the goalkeeper. She did great today. I think they did a great job. I think at the end he got tired. They opened up, so it gave me more space. But I mean, it's my third year, so I kind of get used to having someone. I just need to stay in my zone and stay thinking about the positive and not my mistake I did before. I feel like the team it's a great team this year, so it's easy to play with the teammates I played for 2-3 years. So I know how they play, they know how I move up front, so it's so much easier, and I have a great confidence in front of the goal. So that's the main difference. We can win, like we can win the tournament. We can go far in the NCAA. We just need to keep getting better every day, and that's what we're doing right now.
Anything else?
Well, we practice these corners all the time, and we have so many opportunities to get one. And I was just thinking, like, we've had a couple in the game. Like, it's about time. I needed this one. It had to happen. Like, we can't miss any more of those opportunities. Oh yeah, like they were on us this week. Like, really strict about getting them in practice, getting the corners and scoring off everyone in practice so we could make it happen in the game, because we weren't about to miss anymore. Like, it wasn't going to be good for us.